Hello and welcome to Monday with the Mayor. We are in Jasper City Hall, and joining us in the Jasper City Hall chambers, I guess what we'll call it, is the Mayor's chambers, is Mayor Dean Vonderheide.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you. We're going to have to talk about something that people are talking about, but I think there's good news on both ends. First of all, let's talk about the construction that's going on 231. And that
Sure.
You're nearing completion at one phase, but then another phase will start, and then we'll get to paving in the future.
Right, I think it's going to be an ongoing topic for us. It has been for several months, but the 231 Waterline project, we're nearing completion. We're actually going to finish that in advance of what the original target date was, so really happy about that. It's gone well, and I really hats off to our companies, the contractors have been working on it because they've been working with the public and informing the public about closed. The public has been great, very tolerant of some of these traffic jams and narrow roadways, but we're getting through it. We're almost to the end of it, and we just got a little ways to go yet. After the Waterline project, though, then we began, we want to get into the sewers. Excuse me, not the storm sewers. And I say specifically the storm sewers, all of the corner locations along the road, 231 on Newton, they will all be replaced with ADA handicap accessible rampways, new drainage, new basins there. So when we replace those in the corners, we're also going to be replacing a lot of the interior pipe work that goes under it. That will all happen before we ever get to repaving downtown Jasper. The good thing is 231 between Lagodi and Jasper is being paved.
Yes.
And it's looking good, and it looks like that project should be complete to 36th Street by the end of the summer. So we're well on our way there.
Well, while it's unfortunate that the road has to be tore up like it is, it's best that you tear it up twice before they repave it than to have to do it and then come back and say, now we got to work on sewers. So you might as well get it all done right the first time. Then when it's paved, it'll be paved nicely for years.
Right, and I didn't mention, but one of the big elements of our project too, before they come and work on the storm sewers downtown, is we have the intersection out at Klemper Road and 56. It's a very dangerous intersection. It's been on the list, NDOT's list for years to do something about that intersection. That is going to be worked on prior to them coming to work on our storm sewers. So in the list of things, it was all included in the one NDOT bid with a completion date of 2020. So when I look at the final pavement to be done here within Jasper, it'll be 2020 for that.
Well, that's good news that we're getting that way. And just to clear things up for folks, the roads are cut. There is deep ravines in it right now, but those are going to get filled temporarily before the paving starts. So just for folks to know. Yeah,
they're rough. We've been trying to smooth them out as we go, as they settle. But we'll do what we can as we go throughout the year to keep it to where it's navigable.
Now,
navigable's a loose term.
That's right.
Well, I want it to be fairly smooth driving.
And then to exacerbate everything, we have all this rain that has been coming down, which then closes some of the intersections or causes a concern for flooding.
That's true, and we've probably never posted on our websites and our Facebook pages as often as we have recently. If you've got high water, don't drive through it. And you'll see our signage that goes out to block intersections. The rain events have been just back to back. The Patoka Reservoir is functioning as it's been designed, and thank goodness it's there. But it is at near capacity at the spillway. I mean, I'm talking like within 2/100ths of a foot of
it's there
of capacity. So with what's anticipated here this weekend, we don't know.
Right.
We just don't know at this point what's going to happen, but we know there's a good opportunity for there to be heavier flooding in this area if we have a hard rainfall.
Now, the flooding that we see, is that because of Patoka, it's coming from Patoka Lake, or is that because between Patoka Lake and here? Is there a percentage?
It can be both. If it goes over the spillway, if it's at Patoka and Patoka overflows, we'll get all that water coming downstream as well. But if it's between here and the dam, about I think 30 4% or so of our water that we get from the north is coming through the Patoka Reservoir. The rest of it is all these other tributaries, these streams that are coming in from the hills of Du Bois County.
Right.
And so what would happen, any kind of rain events between Jasper and Du Bois could have a bigger impact than the reservoir itself.
And the reservoir really is more dependent upon the rain that Orange and Crawford County may be seeing than anywhere else.
There's a lot that feeds into it.
Wow.
A lot of factors there, and you know, we just everybody this weekend, you know, have to say our prayers and
That's right.
and hope for the best, but prepare. High water is always dangerous. You know, I'd never drive through high water. It puts too many people in peril, not only yourself, your family, but also then those rescuers that have to try to come out and make a difference there. We've seen too many incidents of that, and I'd like people to use good judgment.
Okay, well, as the mayor, if you can control the amount of rain that we get, that would be fantastic. But I know you can't. But really, great job with the road work that's being done. And just folks beware that the flooding could happen, and just heed the signs that are put out by the police, the street department.
Right, we'll be on top of that. We'll have the roads blocked as soon as we see things are to the point where it need to be.
All right, well, Mayor, thank you very much for talking with us. It's been a pleasure talking with Mayor Dean Vonderheide, City of Jasper, and on the recovery from some surgery that we've had. We appreciate you taking the time
you're welcome.
From your struggling days as you're back to work slowly. Thank you for watching Monday with the Mayor. We'll be back with more news in a moment.